Hey guys, so today is day 4, lesson 4 of our Wagon Wheels book talk. And we have 2 vocabulary words to go over. The first one is bundle. It's a bunch of things tied together. So imagine picking up some sticks, you tie them together and you bundle them together. And then a feast is a big meal to celebrate something, kind of like think of a Thanksgiving Day feast maybe. Okay, so today we're going to read, it's pretty short, pages 26 to 29. And then you guys are going to write a thank you letter to the Indians in your writing journal. That is not your book talk journal. We are not using this today. You're using your big writing journal that you had at home last week that you were doing your work in. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this, and then afterwards I'll go through the parts of a letter again with you guys so you can make sure you do it correctly. Okay, all right. So real fast, let's think about what happened yesterday. Remember that it was winter time, and so they could not go out and hunt or fish, and they were eating just cornmeal, and then the cornmeal ran out, and so it's really cold, and they're very, very hungry. They were waiting on a supply train to come and deliver more food to Nicodemus, but it did not show up. And then on the third day, some Indians showed up and they were very, very scared about them. The Indians dropped some things from their saddlebags and then started heading right towards the dugout. So that's where we left off. That's where we are today. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this. Ready? We raised our guns, but the Indians rode right past us and kept on going. We waited a long time to be sure they were gone. Then everyone ran out into the snow to see what the Indians had left. It was food. Everyone talked at once. Look, fresh deer meat, fish, dried beans and squash, and bundles of sticks to keep our fires burning. There was a feast in Nicodemus that night, but before we ate, Daddy said to us, Johnny, Willie, little brother, I want you to remember this day. When someone says bad things about Indians, tell them the Osage Indians saved our lives in Nicodemus. I want you guys to think about that. That kind of reminds me of when we were studying the Pilgrims and about how Samoset and the other Indians came and helped the Pilgrims learn how to survive in the new land after that first really bad winter. So I want you to think about what it makes you guys think about. Okay, so think about what the Indians did for them. And remember, it's the Osage Indians. And you guys are going to get your journal out and you're going to write a thank you letter to the Indians. So I want to go through real fast the parts of the letter again so you make sure that you have the right thing. You want to have today's date on the right-hand side, and then you come over and you start with your dear, and remember, dear Osage Indians, okay? And then you write your letter to them, at least 2 or 3 sentences thanking them. Think about what they gave them and what they did for them. And then from, comma, that's your closing, and then your name goes here, okay, on a separate line. So you should have 1, your date, 2 is the introduction, 3 is your letter, 4 is your closing, and 5 is your name. All right, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow.